Hey, welcome back to the channel. This is Pilot Ryan with Pilot Ryan Media. I know it's been a while since I've had a plane out, but check this new one out from Hobbyzone. I unboxed it. It's really easy to unbox. It's really easy to put the landing gear in. We're here on this old shuffleboard court, which I think will be perfect to try the wheels. Personally, I kind of like flying something like this without the wheels, but we'll see how it goes. You get 2 batteries with it. When you get it, you get the remote control. It's going to give you a beginner, intermediate, and experienced flight modes, which is really awesome. So the first thing you're going to do is charge your batteries up, and when you're done with that and you're ready to fly this thing, turn on the radio, and then you're going to plug in the plane. And the way this works is the same way as the charger. So if you see the pins on the charger or you see the pins on the plane, then your battery only fits in one way. You're not going to see the pins on both. So you will not see the pins facing you on the battery, but you will see them on the charger or the device. And go ahead and plug it in. And the plane is initializing. And you put your cable in here. And you shut the lid. And there it is. So your surfaces work. And then there is your flight modes. Here's our trim tabs if we need them. But we're gonna go ahead and take off in beginner. Then I'm gonna flip it through to experienced and trim this thing out. And we'll see what it's all about. All right, let's go. All right, so now this does have stabilization, but you're not gonna hear the stabilization work until you've run up the throttle. And you're gonna hear that beep. It's kind of like a safety. Now we hear it all working. Now the wind is actually kind of up for us right now, so it's going to be a little bit crazy. I kind of feel like I should hand launch this, but I want to try these wheels. So we're going to back up over here so we can take off into the wind. You want the wind at the plane's face. Let's go. I got a little helper today and we got a GoPro, so we're going to get what we can get and we're not going to throw a fit. Now, like a new person, we're going to take off in beginner mode first. Let's see how it goes. Ideally, you want to have your first flights done in an open space. I'm only taking off towards this mess because the wind is coming this way. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. All right, this is in beginner mode. Let's walk out here a little bit, Maris. This is flying really nice, actually. I'm gonna go ahead and flip it into, now, I'll tell you, in beginner mode, you're not gonna be able to roll it over, which is kind of a safety. I can crank these sticks all around, and it's not gonna do a lot, which is good because it's keeping it level. So if I flip to the intermediate mode, it's more of the same, but I do have an increase of bank angle. So it does feel like you have more control. I know it's small, but there's nothing like doing it for real, and you can see it way better than on a little video. So now I'm gonna flip it into experience mode, and here you'll see that you can go absolutely bonkers with it. You can roll it, you can loop it, you can do all of that, which is cool. I would say if you're new, the experience mode is going to be a total handful for you. So be prepared to stay in beginner mode or intermediate mode and give yourself plenty of space. I'm going to go back into intermediate mode. It's a little bit more relaxing, and see if I can't get this plane a little closer to us. I want to try to land it on this stuff, on this concrete. So Maris, why don't you come over here by me so I can block you if it gets crazy. And we are going to set up for a landing. All right, I've cut the power and it'll take it. Look at that. Let's do that again. Let's see if we can do a better job. Taking off in intermediate mode, still gonna level the plane, but gives you that more secure feel. All right, let's see if we can do this. Right at me. Oh, and there goes the front wheel. No big deal. Okay, now if the prop comes off, they're made to. It's really pretty simple. You just really got to push it back in. That's it. All you got to do is push that back in, and there you are. So we're going to hand launch it now. You ready? So for hand launching, beginner mode is a good way to be. So you ready? You see the plane?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Awesome. It flies so much better without the wheels, to be honest. And I'm gonna flip it into experience mode because I want full control. Now you still you still have some authority. This is the best part of these planes, is that they can take the abuse you're going to give it, especially as someone who's learning. And again, the experience mode is serious. It got me in trouble right there. That's my own fault. So I'm gonna pop the prop back on. And we're gonna send it again. I'm gonna stay with intermediate mode. All right, let's go. This is fun. Now this is definitely a little bit windier day than I'd recommend somebody new to fly in. Yeah, it's getting tossed around up there, but that's the wind. We're gonna let it glide past us. Oh yeah, the wind is up there. Oh, right over my head. And we're still going on this battery, which is crazy. All right, it's time to bring it in before we run out of power. So let's just let it glide right in here to us. Oh, little belly landing. All right, hey, it's a windy day for this, but it can handle it. You can see in beginner mode that the ailerons deflect for you to help keep it level. And in intermediate, it's less of that. And in experienced, you still have stabilization, but it's not gonna self-level for you. If you're new to flying, give yourself plenty of space to work it out in beginner and intermediate modes. And once you're ready on a calm day and you've got some altitude and some open space, flip into experience mode and get a good idea what it's like to fly without the self-leveling technology. If you're interested in this, I'll put a link to it in the description. Check out the rest of the channel. Been flying stuff for a long time, since 2012. Haven't been out with a new release for a while, but they sent me this one and asked me if I wanted to do it, and I said yes. Love RC of all types, whether it's got wings or wheels, I'm into it. Thanks for coming by. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.